Hi folks, this is All the Fruit with yet another video about water use on the Canary Islands. I'm here on the northern coast of Tenerife. Over there you can see the first hotel skyscrapers of Puerto de la Cruz. Behind me is the Rambla de Castro, and here in the cliffs is a very interesting building for the water use on the Canary Islands. You know, in the 19th century, the British had the idea to grow bananas in the north of Tenerife and bring them with their ships to Britain. Got money, they could eat tropical fruits. I mean, Britain had all those colonies, but they were too far away. All the tropical colonies were so far away they couldn't successfully bring bananas from there with the slow ships of the 19th century. So they started growing them in Tenerife and exporting them to Britain. However, despite the fact that the north of Tenerife is quite rich in water, bananas need a lot of water, so a water shortage occurred. What did they do? Well, in those cliffs there are springs everywhere, but those springs are quite low above the sea. I mean, they are lower than any agricultural land. So the British, they brought the first steam engine to the island of Tenerife and put it in this building here, which sits in the cliffs. The water was collected there and pumped up for usage in the numerous banana plantations in the Orotava Valley. Well, nowadays, this building is in ruins. Most banana plantations in the Orotava Valley have been abandoned. Well, we have had a big population explosion. There are like 100,000 people living in the Orotava Valley with tens of thousands of tourist beds. And some of the water is still being pumped up those slopes. However, it seems that a lot of it nowadays goes to waste. We are in the middle of March. It's already quite dry. The slopes up there are drying up. And here we have quite a sizable creek of sweet, fresh water running into the sea. It's really strange. In the 20th century, I don't think you would have seen anything like this, except when people destroyed sweet water, fresh water, but by letting it run into the sea for financial reasons. But it's so crazy. This resource once was so valuable that they built this giant building in the cliffs and brought a steam engine. And nowadays, despite the fact that we still have a lot of banana plantations and also a lot of tourists and local people, all this water is running into the sea. I don't think it's for technical reasons. You could put a pump here and pump it up the slope. The area is protected now. I don't know if this affects the decision whether they can use the water or not. However, I haven't seen any banana plantations up there. Still, they could use the water for all the people. Very strange. Never seen anything like this in an agricultural area on the Canary Islands or anywhere in the Canary Islands. They let so much water go to waste. I think this is a permanent spring. Very interesting. First time I'm seeing something like this. Water is like really, well, nowadays also land, but traditionally water was always the most important resource in the Canary Islands. Land was worthless without water, and even nowadays land without water is not worth much. Very strange, such a big amount of water running into the sea nowadays. So folks, I hope you forgive me another water use video without fruit tasting. Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful island of Tenerife. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.